Today on Discover Wisconsin. We already love Sheboygan for its gorgeous waterfront, sandy beaches, and coastal vibe. But what happens in this lakeside town when the temperatures take a dip? Come along for some fall and winter fun as we discover that Sheboygan isn't just for summertime.
Hello and welcome to Discover Wisconsin.
This is an anthem for those who look for more and never say they've seen it all. Windows down, let's take a ride. The good land's great tonight.
Hey everyone, I'm Mariah Haberman. This is Discover Wisconsin. With miles of beautiful lakefront, Sheboygan is a wonderful warm weather destination. But when the leaves begin to fall, there's even more to explore. You ready? Keep up with me. Here we go.
Just an hour drive from both Green Bay and Milwaukee, Sheboygan is the perfect destination for a fall getaway. And what better way to see these gorgeous fall colors than on one of these? Visitors can zip around town with Sheboygan Segway tours for a truly unique sightseeing experience, all while learning about the history of Sheboygan.
And this is the Lottie Cooper, a three-masted schooner that sank off the harbor of Sheboygan. It took almost 100 years before they actually found the ship.
I've never seen the inside of a shipwreck, and now we can segue right through it.
Right through it.
Scott, I think this is the best way to see Sheboygan. Wow, look at this view.
This is beautiful.
It's gorgeous. Now what am I looking at over here?
This is what's considered North Point. We've got Niagara limestone that you see in the background. It's a course of bedrock that is actually the same as the Niagara Falls, the actual falls.
So that's considered the Niagara Escarpment, what we see in Door County and throughout the whole kind of shore of Wisconsin?
Right.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful place to just go out and sit on a nice day.
Now, the fall colors are spectacular, but a true sign of fall in this German town?
Guten Morgen from Oktoberfest in Sheboygan. Yeah, this calls for a beer.
Oktoberfest is a celebration of German heritage. We celebrate food, we celebrate the beer, the wine, the music, the people, the Gemütlichkeit, which means fellowship, goodwill to everyone. It's a great atmosphere to have a good time.
If you're looking for an authentic German experience, you've found it. Traditional food, music, dancing, and of course, beer.
Hey, nice hats, guys. What are you drinking?
Thanks.
We got the Spot and Premium here.
Oh, very nice.
What about you?
Oktoberfest, of course.
Oh, of
right?
course.
Yeah. Hey, Prost. So, you've been to Munich, but what's your favorite part of Oktoberfest right here in Sheboygan?
The friendship, the Gemütlichkeit, the happiness. You see all these people, how happy they are, right? You can't go wrong. Like, there's no trouble in the world at all, you know, in this place.
Now with this kind of Gemütlichkeit,
Yes.
I pronounced that right?
You did that right. Yeah, Gemütlichkeit. Yeah.
Prost.
Prost.
See behind-the-scenes photos of my time at Oktoberfest at discoverwisconsin.com. Coming up,
I dig into some classic Sheboygan cuisine.
we're finding fall fun in Sheboygan right here on Discover Wisconsin. You can't beat the atmosphere at Oktoberfest, but it looks like Mariah's discovered that's not the only place you can find great beer in Sheboygan.
We all know Wisconsin does beer better than anywhere else. What better place to do a little sampling than here in Sheboygan at the Blue Harbor Craft Beer Festival. All right, I got my glass, I got my pretzel necklace. I came to do some work.
We've got over 35 different brewers with about 200 different craft brews. It's pretty special to sit on a lobby patio 40 feet above Lake Michigan and sip a nice cold Wisconsin brew. Festivals like this stretch our season and prove that Sheboygan's not just for the summer.
All right, I have cherry cider. They tell me that pairs well with chicken kebabs. I can get on board with that. Time for a little lunch and dessert. Sand Creek Brewing, where are you guys out of?
Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
Great beer, what do you have?
I have our great pomegranate hard lemonade, all natural.
Say no more.
All right, let's go.
I've actually heard a lot of people have tried this one. So.
Yep,
Woo.
absolutely. So, beautiful day to be on the water.
Gosh. That's really good.
Thank you.
What's one of your favorite fall activities? Tell us about it on Twitter right now using hashtag #DiscoverWisconsin. Now, you can't take a trip to Sheboygan without the meat that put this place on the map. Did you know Sheboygan is considered the bratwurst capital of the world?
And if you have a craving for the classic Sheboygan brat plate, look no further than Sly's Midtown Saloon.
Our bratwurst plate is a very traditional Sheboygan dish. The bratwurst is a longtime staple from my childhood. I remember my grandfather cooking brats on a charcoal briquette grill. Our brat plate includes a double brat served on a hard roll with a side order of American potato salad and a side order of baked beans with butter. Hopefully my grandparents would approve because they were very German.
And what would you like on your bratwurst?
I want it done the most Sheboygan way possible.
Oh, mustard and onions it is.
That works for me. Wow, this looks amazing.
Thank you.
Now, the delicious food isn't the only reason to make a stop at Sly's. If you're lucky, you just might run into Carol.
Yeah, well, the highlight was being on the Arthur Godfrey show and being on radio and television every day of the week.
Carol is a Sheboygan native and a regular at Sly's. She also happens to be one of the members of the popular female barbershop quartet, the Cordettes. Even if you don't recognize the name, you'll probably recognize one of their most famous songs.
They would have their male chorus and a couple male quartets, and then we were that extra little variety. So all of a sudden we're going Omaha one weekend, Rochester, New York the next weekend, Kansas City, and all over the place, singing at these barbershop shows. And that was the fun part, because we'd sing with them after these barbershop shows that were in auditoriums and theaters.
Learn more about Carol's days as a Cordette at discoverwisconsin.com. All right, so every great brat needs a great beer, right? I couldn't let Mariah have all the fun at the Craft Brew Festival, so I'm heading to Three Sheeps Brewing Company, Sheboygan's very own local brewery.
Three Sheeps Brewing was founded in April of 2012. I always enjoyed the old expression, 3 sheets to the wind, but we thought we'd tweak it a little bit, name it grammatically incorrect after an animal, and we really can't get too into ourselves by having this as our name. So we just try to have fun and had a good time with it. With our beer, we try to go a little bit different road than a lot of people. We're calling it brewing one off of normal, meaning we'll still make an amber ale, in essence, if people are looking for that style, but we're gonna get there a little bit differently, whether it's a different yeast strain or a specialty malt, something to give it a unique touch, and that's what we try to do with all of our beer. If people want to experience who Three Sheeps is and 3 beers, I would recommend they try our IPA, really cool water slides, Cashmere Hammer, our Nitro Rye Stout, and our Belgian Amber, Rebel Kent.
Well, I'm taking Grant's word for it. So James, tell me about some of these beers.
Yeah, sounds good. So the first one up right here, this is the Rebel Kent the First, our Belgian style amber ale. We brewed this with Belgian yeast, so you get a little sweetness from that, and there's actually a little bit of rye malt in there to kind of balance out that sweetness.
Yeah, boy, you can totally tell the rye malt and the sweetness.
Yeah.
Very good.
And this one is Really Cool Water Slides. This is our
Really
flagship
cool
beer.
water slides?
Yep. Yep. This one is our year-round IPA. So it's nice and citrusy, floral. You get those hops right up front, but it's really well balanced. So you get.
It's not the typical IPA hoppy. It's got that floral in the front and the citrus. Find out more about the beers I tried at Three Sheeps on discoverwisconsin.com. Next, Mariah and I discover the hidden gems that make Sheboygan a winter wonderland. Stay with us. Welcome back to Sheboygan, right here on Discover Wisconsin. Even when the snow starts to fly, don't start wishing for warmer weather just yet. Sheboygan's Maywood Environmental Park is home to miles of gorgeous trails, perfect for winter recreation.
So the trails here at Maywood, Eric, are really fantastic for skiing, cross-country skiing, or snowshoeing, or even hiking. We've got such a diversity of habitats for people to explore, good terrain changes from rolling hills to more flat areas as well. It's just an outstanding spot to get out and try out your skis or your shoes.
So I know it's kind of tempting to hibernate midwinter, but it's gorgeous out here.
Well, it would be awfully tempting to hibernate, but you know, today is the perfect day to show off the magic of winter out here.
And yet, we're only, what, 5-10 minutes from downtown Sheboygan?
That's right, Eric. It's amazing, isn't it, that we have this Northwoods feel, this very rural environment, and yet we're right on the edge of the city. So you've got all the amenities of city life, but yet you have this great kind of like Northwoods environment right at your disposal.
While Eric's having a little fun outside in the cold, you and I are going to take a little break from Jack Frost and shop till we drop, because that's what I do best. So cute.
Hi, welcome to Relish.
Hello, is this your store?
It is.
I love it. I've heard a lot about it.
It's a wonderful place. It's a really unique store for home chefs with all of the best cookware. We have just wonderful gadgets of every kind to really enhance your cooking experience. So maybe you'd like to see a couple things.
Yes, I'm not a home chef yet. I'd say I'm a chef in training. So what can you show me?
First thing, probably cookware.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
This is what I need. Wisconsin. I love this one.
Another trendy Sheboygan shop you can't miss, Urban Artique. Browse through their wide selection of beautiful products, all made by Wisconsin artisans.
Or you can make your own. Kristen, what are we up to today?
We're going to be painting deer silhouettes on Barnwood.
All right, step one?
Well, we've already got it traced on here. And so we've selected our paints. You're going to use a linen color, and I'm going to use gray.
All right. People are constantly asking me about things to do in Wisconsin during the fall and the winter months. You know, they all think this is just a state for summer travel, but I think this is the perfect kind of activity to partake in when the snow starts falling a little bit.
I think so. Okay, after it dries now, we can take some stain.
And we just stain over it? Over the whole thing?
Right over it, and the stain will kind of soak into the spots that aren't covered in paint, and then it'll start looking a little weathered.
How'd I do? It's my 11-point buck. The only one I have hanging on my wall now. I love it. Thanks, Kristen.
Oh, you're welcome.
You're a good teacher.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, you bet. Find out how to schedule your class at Urban Artique, plus find an itinerary full of fall and winter fun in Sheboygan at discoverwisconsin.com. Coming up, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in Sheboygan. We're finding some holiday cheer in Sheboygan right here on Discover Wisconsin. Sheboygan is packed with plenty of activities that will get you in the holiday spirit. First up, the Holiday Memories exhibit at the Sheboygan Historical Museum. The animated displays will leave you feeling nostalgic for a Christmas of days gone by.
Holiday Memories is our annual holiday season exhibit based around the animated pieces that used to adorn the windows in Sheboygan's department store, H.C. Prangy. Through the years, we have been able to collect about 300 pieces, so it allows us here at the museum to change the exhibit every year. I enjoy it because, you know, to see the generations, the grandparents enjoying it with their grandchildren, and the memories that flood back from, you know, those days when they were children. Thousands of people come through every year. It's awesome. It's nonstop people. It's nonstop conversations. It's nonstop memories. It's a good time of year around the museum.
Also be sure to make time for a magical drive through Making Spirits Bright, a festive holiday lights display in Sheboygan's Evergreen Park.
Making Spirits Bright began in 2012. In lieu of an admission fee, we asked people to bring donations for our local Sheboygan County Food Bank. We do have around 250,000 lights. They are all LED and commercial grade, so they are long-lasting and very energy efficient. The stars that go over the road probably was one of the very first ones that we created, and they tend to be not only my favorite, but many of our visitors as well. It's worthwhile everyone coming, no matter where you are in Wisconsin. I know that there are many of these light shows throughout our state. We feel because of the talent that we have in our construction team, that we probably surpass some of those, so it's worth a trip.
And for a truly magical holiday event, head over to Wade House for a 19th century Christmas.
Hello, welcome to Wade House.
Thank you, it's beautiful.
Wade House is a stagecoach inn built in 1850 to accommodate all the guests that were going from Sheboygan to Fond du Lac, and this is the halfway point. This is our Christmas celebration, so come on in and see all the festivities.
I want to see the musicians over here.
Yes, come on in. Well, the Wades in 1850 had a Christmas celebration here. And the Christmas tree is rather new in 1850. You see all the candles on, that's how they would light it.
It's like a little bit of a hazard, huh?
Exactly. But there are also gifts in the tree. If you look real carefully, you see the gifts. They would put their gifts in the tree, and then as the gifts got bigger over the years and heavier, they would start to put the gifts around the tree. So that's why we have our gifts around the tree now.
Visitors can also experience some 1800s Christmas traditions, including crafts, games, and of course, some treats.
Would you like to sample some Christmas pudding?
I never turn down samples.
Let's get you a good one with some powdered sugar on it here. See what you think about that.
That's very
You like
good.
it? Good.
Yum.
Good.
White Christmas or not, spending a day at Wade House is sure to leave you with some holiday cheer.
If there's one thing I know for sure, it's that the fun does not end when summer ends here in Sheboygan. I'm Mariah Haberman, and I'll see you next week on Discover Wisconsin. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Woo!